removing all your guys to avoid it, think about how much damage you're losing. So it's sort of a toss-up. The best thing to do is just sort of split your guys up a little bit, send each in every direction, and that way, if they rain of fire again, they can only hit a couple of units instead of the whole stack. One thing you noticed in that fight that they were doing a little poorly is Grubby kept all his demolishers clumped together. And so as soon as Strife sent 2 Huntresses after them, the whole group had to pull back, and they were losing that damage output. Anytime you have siege and your enemies can be coming after it, you really want to spread out that siege. So if they send units after one siege unit, that unit can run away, while the other units can still attack and do damage. And even if they kill your one siege unit, then they still have to run to get to your next one. Which if they're all together, as soon as they kill that one demolisher, the units are right there to start attacking the next one. So we killed this expansion, and picking up some more heal scrolls, although unfortunately it looks like they're out, because... Oh no, we got 2 heal scrolls. Strife's feeding me lumber, and this is because my tier 3 tech just finished. And once I get... You see I'm getting this Master Bears, and Master Dots, and Marksmanship. And once those 3 kick in, Marksmanship's like 2 attack upgrades. It's the same thing as 2 attack upgrades on an archer. Master Dots will really allow us to totally negate that. The Blade Master allows us to cancel the Pit Lord's Rain of Fire. Well, that's assuming I'm migraine, which is kind of unlikely. And Master Dots is really good because one of the best things they can do against this strategy is hidden run Nova Coil, keep trying to pick off archers and dots. The Keeper first, Strife's Keeper makes it kind of hard to do that. If he gets an entangle off, the hero's probably going to die, unless we mess up or he's really quick with destroyers. Which, I'm sure he actually probably is really quick with destroyers. But, even if he's quick with destroyers, if you have a Keeper and a couple dots, he can just keep cycling over and over again until units can catch up to that harassing hero. You're going to be fine against the harass, and it's going to be really, really hard for them to do an effective harass. So they're just kind of, messing around with us a little bit. Some people would say after we kill that Expo, why didn't we just go in and finish him off? We were stronger. Well, it is true we were stronger, and we probably could have finished him off there. But the longer we wait, the more lopsided the fight will get. Why risk a fight that you have like a 70% chance to win when if you wait 5 minutes you have a 99% chance to win it? The longer we wait, we have more income than them, and my tier 3 tech kicked in. And why fight when you can wait? And then at this point, there's nothing they can do. Our army's just way too strong. Cyclone, and look at that, I got Master Bears coming in. A couple Master Bears up in the front will really put a hurt on them. Be really good at tanking. If you notice, Strife's also been teching too. So he's now up to 2 Huntresses, which is kind of deceptive. You're like, he looks still tier 1, but those upgrades really do make a huge difference. 6 armor is 26 damage reduction. That's that's a lot, That's basically making the Huntresses same life as Grunts. Obviously spells to deal full damage to him, but most of the damage comes from the Crypt Fiend attacks and the Demolisher attacks, so giving that extra effective 200 health or whatever is really a really big deal. So even now we're not coming in to finish the job because we don't need to. We probably could win a fight in their base, yeah, but why would we fight in their base when they have to come out and fight us, right? They don't have an expansion, we know that. The top's not even crept yet. They haven't had a chance to creep it. And, we got these Huntress owls looking at their other gold mine. So we're just gonna, make them come to us and fight in a position that's good for us. And this is kind of a position that you think is ideal for demolishers, and it is ideal for demolishers, especially with all Strife ones trapped behind. This is kind of bad positioning, but also in a line fight like this, they can't flank the archers, although they have nothing to flank the archers with, so I guess that's not that big of a deal. So we can just kind of attack moving there, it's going to lose everything. See again, Grubby has to move. Look at that, all his marches move back as 1. And so every time Strife moves some guys near them, they all have to move, which loses some damage output. They kind of split up to try to micro and pick stuff off at the sides. He's going for my hero there. But we just kind of ignore that and attack move, and yeah, they GG. They realize that there's no way they're ever going to stop. Look at that, 3-2 archers do 27 damage minimum without roar. With roar, it's going to be like 30 something damage is a minimum damage. Anyway, so that's the game. To recap a bit on that, the few things that let us win were them playing passively early game, trying to just avoid us and getting a few creeps, and that played right into our hands because we were actually not that strong already. We were able to kill a grunt and force a TP, and then we were able to force that fight where we traded Huntresses for Crypt Fiends. And so that whole early game, they played the whole game countering mass hunts. The early game they played, sort of scared of us. In the mid game, Grubby went mass demolishers, which is good against Huntresses, but it's not so good against Archer.Triad because the damage output is so high. They need some guys up front. The other thing is Grubby made too many Raiders, and Raiders are kind of useless units against every Night Elf unit except for Dryads. Well, I guess and pure dots, but if you're going pure dots, they're going to be master, and they're probably going to have cyclones, so you're going to need walkers. The other thing that really helped us win, both was our army hard countered their army, and they didn't really adapt to change that. As soon as they saw we're going to mass a back row of archers, they really should have started massing skeleton rods on our heroes, and maybe gotten a bunch of grunts out, and kept those grunts in a second group of guys to come around behind and flank the archers, along with popping a bunch of skeleton rods and clicking Nova and Impale on those archers. And combining with, if they had 5 skeleton rods, one on each hero, they each hit them once, that's 10 skeletons pop up. And the skeletons are going to be, and if they micro them a little bit, put them on the archers, and have the grunts attack the archers, those archers will go down very quickly. I mean, even though they do 30 damage minimum, they still have 240 life. They're still going to, or 245 life. They're still going to die quick. The other thing is, the Pit Lord was a bad choice. The Crypt Lord is much stronger because while the Rain of Fire does a little more damage than Impale, think about the amount of damage Impale saves your units from taking. If it stops 6 archers from attacking twice each of archers does like 30 damage, actually a little more than that, but they do, let's say 30 damage plus all the armor, so it's going to be like 40 damage because of Fairy Fire and Alchemist. And so the 6 archers times 40 is 240, 2 volleys is 480. You just save your units like 480, 500 damage. And that's not even counting if you impale that priestess that's going to be doing 80 damage a hit. You impale some huntresses, let you back up a little bit. It's just, you really want that impale against that type of mass army. So anyways, I hope you like this audio. Any sort of comments or criticism is always welcome. And hopefully I'll do another one in a bit.